Hello, this is Heavy Thrash, and that's Metal Productions channel at YouTube. Just another video, and this one is, I'll get that into the minute. But first, I'm trying something very different. What's playing in the background is this Torch Fire Razor. Showed this in many few of my videos, but still just a classic EP. But just playing it in the background, definitely something to give at least much more of a better feel. Just trying it through. So to move on, this video is at least reissue labels and reissues that are worth checking out. So I'm just going to start with at least some obvious ones before going into at least some either lesser or some still quite known ones that are still worth checking out. Trauma's Scratch and Scream, which came out in 2013, the reissue on Shrapnel Records, which was the label that originally released it in like 1984. Still, yeah, it's a digipack, and some people are not very much into digipacks, but as far as sound quality, it's definitely good. I don't think it's bad, and this is definitely worth checking out because it also has like some demos with Cliff Burton, who was the original member for Trauma before joining Metallica. Still has Such a Shame, We're Going Off, and Woman Be Gone. Those last two tracks, I think you mostly can hear those through like a music video or some, but here this is like very good sound quality, very much taken from the masters. It's definitely worth picking up, let alone for that, but still great sound quality. Next one is, I showed this as well. Some of these I've shown before, but still, Assassin's Chronicles of Resistance, which was released by SPV, who originally released these back in, when they were originally released, 80s. But as far as sound quality, this was definitely good. Again, it's not the loudness war stuff, because of when it comes to remasters, whatever, it's always that louder than everything else, like mentality, and almost to where it distorts the sound. Which you really don't get this here. It's definitely balanced. And yes, again, it's a digipack, but it's still worth checking out. It's got like, live stuff as well, and, the bonus stuff. And for Interstellar Experience, it features, the bonus track that was released on the CD and a new song. So definitely it's got some cool stuff and booklet with lyrics and I guess even bio. It's worth checking out. This next one, I don't know if this one's still in print because of I have some reissues that are out of print. I didn't want to throw these in here because of if you're a person that wants your stuff physically, you're probably it would be much more harder work. I just want to show ones that are, still in print, not ones that are out of print that might end up going for either $50 or 100, whatever. But this one I think is still in print. The Legend Anthology, which just features the first record, the Frontline EP, Death and Nursery, and a rare demo from 1983. Still definitely worth picking out. It's a cool new wave of British heavy metal band. Just great stuff. I really do dig Legend, and but still. So released through Forge and Fire, which was a sub-label of Rockadrome, in which this was released in 2009. So I think this one is still in print because Rockadrome is still going. They're still active. Not their original label, Monster. Alright, next one, and sound quality for those are good. They're definitely taken from, I would believe, the original masters. This one right here is Satan's Host, Metal from Hell, which was released through Skull Records. Still going today. This one was from 2014, and it features the Midnight Wind EP or mini album, whatever, which was unreleased, but still, this is that one of the first, at least in recent, since last year, official release. And again, sound quality is great. It's not really overly loud, but it sounds great. Definitely taken from the masters. And it has cool bio, pictures, lyrics. It's definitely a great package. But this copy that I got came with the patch, which is on already sold to my vest. Still a great reissue. Next one right here is Paralords, The Awakening, which was released through Shadow Kingdom, who's still reissuing stuff, and they just reissued France's High Powers debut album. Still haven't picked that one up, definitely would have to. Definitely highly on my reissue want list, but this is still great. Again, all taken from the masters. Doesn't sound like a vinyl rip. It's just not even overly loud. This is just a great reissue, and it has bio and believe even lyrics as well, and photo. This is a great reissue. Glad that one's back in print, because for many times it was out of print and mostly bootlegged. Still moving on. This Mad Butcher's Metal Lightning Attack, which was released through No Remorse Records out of Greece. The reason I'm bringing this one up is, while some say this is like, a boot or whatever, but No Remorse have been legitimately reissuing stuff, and I'm just bringing them up for, just to bring them up, but they still release stuff. Like, they just reissued even High Power's second album, Less the Violence or something like the Satan Violence. I don't know. It's again, my French is poor, but still. And that one has the their demo as bonus, so that's another one I want to pick up. So I got about 2 High Power albums I got to pick up definitely this year. And then again, reference. That's why I'm bringing up No Remorse Records for, as references. And again, they did the Virtue, We Stand a Fight, which was released with the Fool's Gold demo. Just still, sound quality wise, this one's probably the best sound quality, at least, because this one, I don't know. Sometimes No Remorse can have some weird sound qualities, but still great. I know they also did, even the Canadian metal bands, they just reissue a bunch of shit, that's all. This next one is, this one's obviously, I believe, out of print. Hollowed, out of Italy. Still, Cathargo Records, they're definitely reissuing stuff recently, because of their going with the, whatever this series is this is a part of. This is like a, apparently unreleased, but even I've seen was released, but maybe in test press format. I don't know. I don't have the full background, but still great. Headstones, Burning Ambition, but it's Carthago are going with their heavy metal classics series, which are just reissuing a bunch of German metal, a bunch of obscure German metal, and always adding like bonus tracks or either demos, whatever. Even one of the ones was Thunder. Their only album, and they reissued it with the 2 tracks off of the compilation they were featured on. And I don't have that, but they're just reissuing a bunch of stuff. And this is like this is HMC02 and the Heavy Metal Classics series, so it's the second release. And again, And again, if you get like either special, especially like this, you know, they're all hand numbered because if you get this with the number written on it, it's just great stuff. Yeah, just moving on, but still worth checking out. They're just a great label. Next one is Dive Bomb. You know, this one I think is almost gonna be sold out, I believe, or this is now sold out. I can't remember, but through their site, but they're just a label that just goes releasing stuff. And this is Death Wish Demon Preacher, which was released in like 2012, 2013, definitely 3-4 years ago. And then again last year with Pictures Diamond Dreamer, backed up with the first album. And they also, which every time I go to Raspbian Records down in Fresno, they seem to always hold this one and not the reissue that they did of Eternal Dark and Heavy Metal Ears, which is ridiculous. But I definitely have to pick that one, and it's just taken me a long time too. Next one is High Roller Records. You know, Demon Pact, Release from Hell. The Jag Panzer, Tyrants, and again, this one's just, again, High Roller Records mostly loads their, when they do reissues, they tend to load it with a lot of rare stuff. Like, this one's got like a bunch of demos and even some unreleased stuff. It's always packed with, you know, a lot of goodies, and again, with ample destruction, just filled with mostly. It's got the song Black Sunday, which was also will be covered by the other band that Harry Conklin would join, which I just showed it, which was Satan's Host, which would be on the Midnight Wind EP, and which just hearing those two versions are just great. And but the only cool thing about this reissue is at the end of Black Sunday, they end up adding a lot of like commercials, like promo stuff, you know, stuff now to promote the release of Ample Destruction, which is very cool, actually, very cool, but still great. Then next with Living Death, Vengeance of Hell. This one features both the original mix and the 1985 remix on Earthshaker. Even though these are taken from vinyl, they're done so well. At times you can't even tell that it's even taken from vinyl. It's they literally packed their stuff with a lot of cool stuff, and same goes with this. The second album, Metal Revolution, again, just great. This is as well taken from vinyl, but same thing with there. You can't even tell that it's even a vinyl rip. They just mastered these so well, and it doesn't have to sound like an MP3. It just sounds so great. This one features the Watch Out EP, and even the 1983 demo. Definitely, that's one of the cool things to this one. It features a demo, and that sounds totally great. So that's pretty much all on the show. Again, some of these have either ranges from good sound quality to just fantastic sound quality. That's why I wanted to show in this is reissues that don't suffer from the whole loudness war, but still great stuff, and just filled with just great stuff. So that pretty much does it for this video. If you're looking into getting at least some of these reissues, definitely go for some of these. Even the record labels, check them out. They're worth it. If you haven't, again, just check them out. I'm just rambling, so this pretty much ends my video. So until next time, this is Heavy Thrash saying I'm out.